In the shadowy world of armed robbery, some names become legend. For 5 years, two brothers carved out a brutal and lavish lifestyle, leaving a trail of terror and stolen millions. They were Sean and Vincent Bradish, known to the underworld, and later the justice system, as the Bradish Boys. Their reign of terror began in the mid-1990s. While some criminals prefer stealth, the Bradish brothers embraced a chillingly direct approach. Their tactics were simple, yet terrifyingly effective. A balaclava, surgical gloves, and a sawn-off shotgun aimed directly at their victim's head. "Give me the money," was the chilling demand, often followed by threats to blow their head off or take innocent bystanders hostage. They cynically calculated that the presence of customers in a bank or travel agency would deter resistance, turning ordinary people into unwilling shields. They started small, targeting foreign exchange counters at Thomas Cook branches, hitting at least 25 of them. But as security tightened, their ambition grew. They moved on to banks, security vans, and even bingo halls, netting almost £1 million over their 5-year spree. Police believe they carried out over 100 raids in total, making them Britain's most prolific armed robbers of their time. Their success fueled a staggering playboy lifestyle. At least £500,000 was reportedly blown on luxury cars, prostitutes, drugs, and lavish Caribbean holidays. And how did they celebrate their violent victories? With champagne, of course. They even photographed themselves toasting their successful heists, a brazen display of their arrogance and disregard for the law and their victims. This was no ordinary criminal enterprise. It was a deeply personal, almost celebratory reign of fear. The court heard details of 24 specific raids across London and the South East, totaling £224,054 in stolen cash. Sean Bradish, in particular, seemed to relish the terror he inflicted. Prosecutor Francis Sheridan described him as highly organised and determined, and ready to use his weapons. In one chilling incident at an HSBC branch in Coulsdon, Surrey, Sean pointed a weapon at customer Joanne Redmond's head, shouting, "Hurry up, or she gets it in the head." Over £5,000 was stolen in that single raid. Bradish brothers' brazenness was exemplified by an incident where Sean was sprayed with smart water, a security device that leaves traces visible under ultraviolet light. Far from being deterred, he sauntered back into the robbed travel agency, demanding, "Who did that?" The cashiers were so terrified that CCTV footage later showed them hugging each other with relief after the brothers finally fled. Yet every reign, no matter how profitable, eventually comes to an end. Their highly profitable life of crime unraveled when an accomplice, Stephen Roberts, was arrested and turned supergrass, providing critical information to the authorities. In April 2012, justice finally caught up with the Bradish boys. Sean Bradish was handed 4 life sentences, while Vincent received a 22-year sentence, both convicted of conspiracy to rob and to possess firearms. For Sean Bradish, his story didn't end there. In a shocking turn of events, in 2014, while serving those life sentences and out on day release from HMP Spring Hill, he continued his criminal ways. He committed another string of armed robberies and attempted robberies across London between April 2012 and March 2013, pleading guilty to 6 counts of robbery, 2 counts of attempted robbery, and 9 counts of possession of an imitation firearm. One witness recounted the terrifying experience of Bradish holding a gun to her head, leaving her feeling uncomfortable and vulnerable long after the incident. All these new crimes, Sean Patrick Bradish, then 46, was given an additional 3 life terms, with a minimum of 8.5 years before being considered for parole. The Bradish boys' reign of terror serves as a stark reminder of the devastating impact of armed crime and the relentless pursuit of justice, even when criminals believe they've escaped its grasp.